Fame makes a man take things over. Fame lets him loose hard to swallow. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. Fame, 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 fame. The other night, I went to see Adam Neely's band Sungazer. Went to an Adam show. Adam is a friend. I love his videos and I enjoy a complex time signature with the best of them. So why not? Great gig. It was absolutely incredible to see a room packed full of 400 music nerds rocking out in 7/8, all just really thrilled to be there. And on the way home, I was thinking about the changing nature of fame, because to those people in that room, on that stage, Adam Neely is a king, but he can leave the gig and go about his business as a normal person. He makes his living from his passion, but he is still able to live a regular life. And if someone does recognize him, the interaction is probably going to be pleasant, respectful, maybe even fun. He is niche famous. Not famous in the superstar sense, or even the famous for being famous sense. Just very well respected in his field, able to draw a decent crowd, and kept grounded by still living a conventional life. That is both very desirable and very manageable. Fame is still this very sought-after status in our society. We all deep down just want a little bit of attention, a little bit of adoration. Well, maybe you don't, but I just want to be loved. And that desire might make you pick up a guitar or write a song or a book or get a camera and a tripod and start presenting your life to the world. When I was young, I dreamed of being a pop star. And when I imagined the crowd, it was always huge because bigger is better, right? I don't think that way anymore. I think the more people learn about the isolating, lonely, destructive nature of fame, the less appealing it is. Human beings are pack animals. We thrive on a complex web of social interactions. And when you're removed from the pack, singled out and treated very differently by everyone around you, it can drive people round the bend. Look at Chappell Roan, a very talented singer-songwriter whose star has risen very rapidly over the past year. Her music has touched a lot of people who feel very connected to her through her songs. But now, as a result, she can't walk around by herself. She may be singing her songs to audiences of millions on Saturday Night Live and playing shows to thousands of people, but that comes with a price. She can't do any of the normal things that grounded her, like walking or exercising in her local park or going clothes shopping without hiring security or going out in disguise. People follow her parents, knock on their door in the middle of the night, turn up at her sister's work. They scream at her from passing cars, run up behind her wanting hugs, want to tell her all the details of their pain and how her music helped them through the darkest time. That just sounds really, really challenging. And she's only been super famous for a few months. Mitski and Girl in Red have also found that their profiles exploded because of them and their music becoming a sort of lightning rod for particular types of internet subcultures. In an interview with The Guardian, Mitski said, "I am a musician, but the reason they really pay me the big bucks is to be the place where anybody can put all their feelings, their ugliness, that doesn't have a place in their own lives. I'm like the black hole where people can dump all their shit, whether it's a need for love or it's hatred and anger. So I've seen a lot of the ugliness of people. I've put myself in this position where anyone can really do anything they want to me. I'm always fearful of somebody who might not have good intentions finding me and doing something to me." Taylor Swift, probably one of the most famous people in the world for many years now, shuts down whole cities when she moves through them and needs a complex negotiation between police and security services and bodyguards just to move around. She said it in the anti-hero lyrics, describing herself as a monster on the hill, too big to hang out, slowly lurching toward your favourite city. At her level, you're the centre of this very large and complicated machine that you have no control over, where everyone around you depends on you for their living. And probably 95% of the people she meets wonder how they might benefit from her. People either fawn over you or they love to hate you, and your worldview becomes quite skewed. And unless you're really, really self-aware and secure, this type of life can be immensely damaging. I just couldn't do it. She said in an interview, "Fame has isolated me from people. The moment I meet someone or hear about them, there's this immediate interest in finding something they can exploit about me." She's not alone. Take your pick of any major celeb who's expressed feeling isolated, paranoid, and depressed. The late, great Robin Williams said in an interview, "I used to think the worst thing in life was to end up all alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people that make you feel all alone." And yes, I hear you. Boo-hoo to all the millionaires living in their fantastic mansions, wondering which Rolex to wear today and feeling lonely as they wave goodbye to last night's supermodel. Must be much harder than my job in a hospital, factory, office. Must be so hard to fly by private jet when I live month to month, paycheck to paycheck. This is not about that. Yes, there are always people who live charmed lives who complain how hard it is for them, famous or not, who would really benefit from being a little more self-aware. And I know the irony of me saying that as a YouTuber when I know we love to complain, don't we? I guess that what I'm getting at is that before the internet became so central to our lives, fame and success was something that just happened to you. Yes, you seek it out when you send that demo to a label, but you weren't really in control of how big you became because others were calling the shots, and they didn't always have your best interests as a person in mind. They're a big business. It was all about the bottom line. And if you happen to be the one artist out of the bunch they signed who connects with the public, they're going to plow everything into making you as big as possible and getting the most out of you they can. But fame has changed. The monoculture era, where everyone knows the Beatles or Michael Jackson or owns Nevermind or watches Friends or Seinfeld, has been replaced with a very fractured cultural landscape. Yes, there's still the well-known megastars and A-listers, but there's also a new generation of individuals who've grown huge audiences almost entirely on their own. Internet fame is funny in that you can be immensely famous online, let's say 15 million subscribers, 30 million even, but also completely unknown to the average person on the street. There's a few different terms to describe this new sort of fame, some which make me laugh. Influencer, which I don't like, and creator, which I do. Celebrities, niche internet micro-celebrity, or Nimcel. And an online following doesn't necessarily transfer to uncontrollable real-world fame because in many ways, I'm still in control. I could just stop tomorrow, just delete my channel, delete my music, social media, be gone. No one's got me in a contract. I don't have multi-year set-in-stone commitments ahead of me. I can get off this ride if I choose to. And I am also, let's face it, highly unlikely to be catapulted to immense, uncontrollable global fame without a major label juggernaut behind me. My style of music and YouTube video and the fact that I value my independence, it would just take forever to get to megastar level. So the mind just boggles when you think about how famous you have to be to fill a 70,000 capacity stadium night after night. That used to be my dream when I was growing up. Now it sounds like a nightmare. So this video is a celebration of the niche. It's a good place to be. Talking of good places to be, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate you signing up to my newsletter. I write it once a week. No spam, I promise. And yeah, it's just the best way to keep up to date with me. Okay, thanks for watching, and over and out.